Hi, this is Waco criminal defense attorney Walter Reeves, and today I'm going to talk with you about how we review habeas cases. We get a lot of calls from individuals who have been convicted. Usually it's a friend or family member who's contacting us, and they may not know much more than that they have someone in prison and want them out. I've created the video to do a couple of things. The first is to explain the post-conviction process and go over the various options available. And the second is to let you know what we look at to determine if we're going to be able to help you. What I'm going to talk about here is people who have been in prison for a while. And the process available at this stage is an application for habeas corpus that can be referred to as habeas, a writ, or even 1107, which is the number of the statute that sets out the process for filing. The first thing you have to understand about this stage is to understand that the system is designed to ensure convictions are not overturned. The assumption is that everything was done properly, whether you pled guilty or went to trial. And if you appealed, the case was reviewed properly. That means you have an uphill battle ahead of you, and what you need is an experienced attorney at your side. If you want to look at statistics, less than 5% of cases are ever successful. What that 5% statistic really means is that your attorney is going to have to show something really serious went wrong. We'll talk in a separate video about what some of those things might be. But for now, just know that it's something more than what most people would consider a technicality. There are a couple of things that cannot be reviewed. One is the length of sentence. No court has the authority to say a sentence was too harsh or too long. Another is whether there was enough evidence to convict you. In other words, this isn't another opportunity to argue about whether you should have been convicted or not. There is a limited exception for actual innocence, but that's extremely difficult to establish. There's also another big limitation when it comes to things that can be reviewed. And that is you're only entitled to file one application for habeas corpus. It makes no difference that you filed it yourself without a lawyer. If you've already filed an application for habeas corpus, there's not going to be much we can do for you. So the first thing we're going to do when you contact my office is to determine if you even have something we can help you with. That's going to focus on what you think the claims are and whether an application for habeas corpus has already been filed. If you believe you have something we might be able to help you with, the next step is determine what we can do, which is the subject of our next video. If you want to find out if we can help you or a loved one, please give us a call. And if you found this useful, please share it with your friends.